Okay, I got some more mechanical audio things. So this is a M82, and it looks like it's got the aesthetic of a very classic 47 kind of microphone, but it has this. Well, it is. You're supposed to talk here, but no, it's actually here. So very interesting kind of capsule, but it's a kick drum microphone is really what they were going for. And this microphone particularly had been used very, very, very long time, and it started wobbling and making mechanical noise, and it's been talked into for like a decade. And I thought it would be grosser. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I thought I would tear it apart and it would just be this gross thing. But then I think about it. I'm like, well, they put a wind foam over top of this. There's this grill, and it hasn't seen any deformation or any kind of moisture, right? And you look at it and you go, oh, that's very, very clean. You look inside and you go, okay, well, that's also extremely clean. Then they have this, sponge that is like a very different kind of cellular fabric. Like it's a very different type of sponge. And then on top of the capsule, they have yet another foamy. So a lot of things that just control plosive wind information, wind and wind diffusion. So wind diffusion, wind diffusion, wind diffusion, and then wind diffusion again. So all that air, if air goes into here, it goes and kind of breaks it up. Then you look at this and you go, okay, well, that's very interesting too. I've never seen this type of design before. And what it is it's this, that's pretty typical, Shure 58 kind of. And then this screws in like this, and then it mounts to the, wherever the little positions are. These little screws line up from here. So kind of interesting. And then, so here you see 3 wires go through. A little bit of, not such good soldering there. And it just literally goes to the transformer. So these are the 3 from the capsule, and then goes into a very, very small, teeny tiny filter. So there's 2 filters. This one is a presence boost, I think, which is kind of bizarre for a microphone. You don't see many presence boost and kick EQ. So there was actually like a notch filter built into this. So let's take a look. Oh, this way. So this is the high boost on this side, and then this is the notch filter. So this is something tuned very, very specifically. It's not really good capacitor, so it can't be too accurate, so it's going to be pretty soft. But of course the magic is in the capsule, and this is a wind foamy over top of it. And here again they have even more energy dispersion. So you see the cap is domed, and energy still would, like if it was wind, like from a kick drum, because kick drums are actually like extremely windy, it would break some of it away. You're not actually pushing down on the center of the capsule because there's again a little teeny tiny filter over top of it. So that little teeny tiny filter is going to really focus that information directly into that. So it's going to be very, very directional, I think, because of this. And then on top of that, there's this other screen on top of the actual diaphragm itself. So you have a sock over this wind grill, this fine mesh, this, and then this, just to control all of your plosives. And then, interestingly enough, and I don't know if this has got 2 coils. So the way I kind of look at this now is like, okay, very interesting, because you then have a coil up here, and then that coil might feed a second diaphragm inside here. I don't want to tear this apart. Well, I really want to tear this apart, but I said I'd give it back. And so there's going to be another coil or something inside of here, and it's not like crazy magnetic either. So it's going to be very, very focused. But I look here, that's one coil, and it looks like a headphone. It looks like a headphone, amplifier, or like a headphone diaphragm. And then back here must be some other moving diaphragm. But, they use a lot of, this looks like very German kind of design stuff, but I don't know where this was made. It's just like a cast piece, and then a stamped on logo and riveted, and then I don't know how, but like I don't know if they put some Loctite on here at a point, or what they did to seal it, but anyway, cool little mic. I enjoyed looking into it and seeing what it does and how it behaves.